Hey guys, quickly before the video starts, be sure to give it a like to show that you support me and my channel. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/sheriff_VD for important updates. I also live stream at twitch.tv/sheriff_VD. If you guys are interested in that, go check it out. Links for all this are in the description, as well as other important things for you guys, such as ebooks and stuff along those lines. And Jesus fucking Christ, don't forget to fucking subscribe! Yo, what's going on, guys? We'll be back on the Madden 17, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a nice play in the Carolina Panthers offensive playbook in the empty Panther. Now, this play is called PA Jet Sweep, and it's a man beater and a zone beater, but it absolutely torches man, and I'm going to do my best to try and display that right now. Heads up, I am sick, so I might be coughing, and this video is probably going to be a little bit shittier than my normal videos, because I'm sick as dicks. Come out in PA Jet Sweep. Now, the first thing I want to do is actually run this in man coverage, so I'm just going to pick the first man coverage play I see. Cover one hole. Right away, you can see that there is man beaters on the field. Obviously, you got the out route, you got that B route over the middle of the field, you got like the, I don't know, but everything is a man beater. Every single route in this is a man beater, but what we're specifically looking at is our Y receiver. Our Y or triangle receiver there, number 17, is manned up with his safety. You can see him, number 42, it's clearly manned up with him. Now you can see he's actually in a motion route, so he's moving from the left side of the field to the right side of the field, basically in a wheel or a swing. I snap this ball, you're going to see number 42 is going to have to run across the field to be able to get to him, leaving him literally wide open in the flats on the other side because it's man coverage. That's just the first way you could run this. Obviously, with number 42 being manned up against him, when you put him in motion, he's going to be wide open. So now that time, number 42, it didn't man up with him, and it actually, he actually switched with someone else, and the linebacker picked him up. That's going to happen every once in a while. I'll show you guys how you can make that not happen. But you guys can see they actually switched assignments there, which happens every once in a while, and he ended up being manned up with number 86, which is going to happen every once in a while. It's not that big of a deal, because when that happens, we're just going to be able to hit over the middle of the field. You can see we got number 19 open, we got 86 open, so there's still people open, and the out route is literally wide open over here. There's still tons of people open, even if the defense decides to auto switch the route, but the way that I will usually fix that is if you slant your RB receiver and then streak your B receiver, majority of the time they usually don't switch personnel. Like you guys can see, he started to that time, but he decided not to. And of course, Church is so fucking fast. Yeah, you guys can see that they didn't switch that time, so I'm going to do it again. Just streak my B receiver, slant my RB receiver. You guys can see they're not going to switch assignments, and I hit the wrong fucking button. I went full retard right there. I'm going to do it again, same exact setup, and we're just going to hit our wide receiver out of the backfield. You guys can see, what I usually do is just pass lead to the right, but we're getting horrible rack animations right now. Let's just go ahead and do it again, just like that. I feel like if I had a little bit of a quicker receiver, don't get me wrong, Nelson Aguilar is a quick receiver, but if I had somebody even quicker, it'd be even better. But you guys can see, it's literally an easy 10 yards almost every play against man coverage. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just run it randomly. I'm just going to do no setups first, just going to snap the ball, and it looks like he's in man coverage with him, but he's not. It's actually, oh wait, maybe that was man coverage. I don't know. My A receiver was wide open over the middle of the field. Usually when I snap the ball, I'm looking at my wide receiver first. So I snap the ball, reading my wide receiver if he's going to be open. There's somebody in the flats, I hit my A receiver in the middle of the field. That's basically my first two reads. Is I'm looking at my Y, then I'm looking at my A. And if their user covers my A, I'm looking at my RB. Then I'm going to look at my X, and then I'm going to go back and look at my B receiver. So snap the ball. And we can see that my Y receiver is open, but so is my A receiver over the middle of the field. I feel like I had more room with him. So that's why I decided to pass it to. Go ahead and run it again this way. I think I'm going to run it one more time this way and then change it up. So this time he's in man coverage again. My wide receiver wide open out of the backfield. So that's who we hit in that swing route. I'm going to show you guys another way I like to set this play up. And every once in a while, I'll just go ahead and slant my B receiver. And that's going to have 3 people going over the left side of the field, really tearing their user. Because if the user isn't going to cover that Y route, there's going to be 3 people over the middle of the field to fuck up their hook zones. Let's go ahead and snap the ball. And we can see that the flat is not open, but our A receiver is. First read, and unfortunately it's a hard, sorry, I coughed right there, I had to cut that part out, but it's really difficult to show you guys the other reads because there's no user to cover the routes. Snap the ball, I'm not going to hit my A receiver this time no matter what. My Y receiver is wide open.
Really, nigga?
I'm going to slant my B receiver again, and a lot of the times you're not going to have enough time to hit that B receiver anyways because there's no extra blockers, so your opponent might send heat if you're coming out in 5 wide, but you should welcome that if they send heat, because as you guys can see, the reads in this play are very, very quick. You guys can see it, free blitzer right there off the edge. I just immediately throw it to the side of the blitz. He's wide open. So anytime someone sends heat against this play, I'm all. All right, goddamn it. This video is going to be very choppy because I keep fucking coughing. There's nothing I can do about it. So this time, my Y receiver is not open, but my B receiver is open with that slant. Jordan Matthews is able to rack it for a bunch of yards. Usually I'll hot route my Y receiver in goal line, and sometimes I'll do that even now. What I'll usually do is just streak my Y receiver. You know, if they're covering it pretty well, I'll streak my wide receiver. And what that usually does is it pulls the zone up and it leaves my A receiver open. I don't know why the fuck he just dropped that. But every once in a while, when I run this play, I'll just streak my wide receiver, and then that really helps with the out route that you guys can see right here. It pulls people back, leaves the out route open on the left side of the field. It also pulls the zone up, leaving the A open over the middle of the field. So this is goal line right here. What the fuck was that? Alright, so the computer just went God mode on me right there, but looks like this is zone coverage as well. That it is. Hit my A receiver. Good catch, Zach Ertz. So this is that nickel formation, and a lot of times the nickel formation, I'll actually audible to the run, the jet sweep, to be completely honest. I mean, the jet sweep is really, really good as long as they're not expecting it. So you guys can see, we're able to get a few yards out of that too. What's nice about that is you're using the same receiver in it, so they really don't know. And it's not like glitchy like it was last year, where like they would get a different speed burst. You guys can see this play is actually very, very good. And I use it actually a lot in MUT, to be completely honest. So it just depends on what you're going up against. If they're coming out in heavy coverage plays, sometimes I'll just go ahead and audible to the run, and then I'm just able to, you know, I'm actually able to get quite a few amount of yards as long as your blocking is okay. And finally, the last way I'll really run this is if it's 110% chance that they're running man. Sometimes I'll streak my B receiver and I'll slant my RB receiver just to make sure that there's no one on that right side. And when I snap the ball, it leaves the flats wide open. Like you guys can see right there, I got a horrible throwing animation, but you guys can see the wide receiver was so butt naked. So you guys can see they do the play action. I go to throw it, but he does a backup sort of thing and he gets tackled. But you guys can see absolutely nobody in front of me, nothing but green. And the only person who has a chance at tackling me really is 24, Claiborne, but Jordan Matthews is going to be able to pick up that block. So against man coverage, that's probably the most effective way of running this. And even if they cover Y by themselves, you're still going to be able to hit A over the middle of the field, or RB over the middle of the field, or even the out route. Holy shit, that was an unnecessary catch. That's all there is for this play. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. It's a nice little 2-for-1 sort of video with the run play. Oh, look at that. Look at that block. But it's a nice 2-for-1, and I am doing this on the All-Pro difficulty. I know some people are like, oh, it's not going to work on all Madden. Usually it will work on all Madden, but you play on All-Pro difficulty whenever you play online. That's why I'm doing it on All-Pro difficulty. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely give a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. It's going to be down in the description below. Drop a like. Seriously, drop a like. I worked on this. This video was so fucking hard to make because of my goddamn cough, my goddamn blowing my nose and all that shit.